Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all to Easy Human to my channel. In this video, I discuss detailed description of the hepatocyte and some interesting fact and recent update information about hepatocyte. Hepatocyte are large cell diameter 20 to 30 micrometer polygonal shaped cell, and it has 5 to 12 surface. These all are the surfaces of the hepatocytes. Hepatocytes occupy 80% volume of the liver, but 60% of the cell of the liver are hepatocyte. The nucleus of the hepatocyte. Nucleus of the hepatocyte is large, spherical, and whitish in color because it is rich in euchromatin, which is contain active DNA, and it has no staining capacity. And the nucleus of the hepatocyte also contains the prominent nucleoli. The nucleus of the hepatocyte also contains some small amount of heterochromatin, which contain inactive DNA, and it has staining capacity. So there is a bluish color collection of the heterochromatin just under the nuclear membrane. Sometimes the hepatocyte contain more than one nuclei, and this condition is known as the tetraploid, polyploid, and multiploid. And the cell which contains more than one nuclei, the amount of the cytoplasm is also increased. It is a long-lived cell, and average lifespan is 5 months. It can excellent capacity to regenerate, and it can regenerate after the loss of the hepatocyte due to hepatotoxic process, disease, and surgery. It is a metabolically active cell, so cytoplasm is rich in organelle. It contains 800 to 1000 mitochondria per hepatocyte, well-developed smooth endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, and peroxisome, and about 50 Golgi apparatus per hepatocyte, 200 to 3000 peroxisome per cell, and large amount of rough endoplasmic reticulum. It also contains inclusion body, glycogen granules, lipids, and iron storage in lysosome. The hepatic cytoplasm is generally acidophilic due to the presence of large number of mitochondria and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Some area of the cytoplasm is basophilic due to the presence of rough endoplasmic reticulum and free ribosome, which produce several protein, blood albumin, and fibrinogen. So this is the whitish area due to the glycogen, which is washed out during the process of staining and lipid vesicle. But in electron microscopic picture, the glycogen is denser, look like denser in color. This is the basophilic region, which contains the rough endoplasmic reticulum and free ribosome. This is acidophilic region, contains smooth endoplasmic reticulum and mitochondria. The surface of the hepatocyte contains numerous microvilli, and 70% of the hepatic surface is exposed to the blood plasma. The lateral surface of the adjacent hepatocyte form a microscopic channel. This is known as the bile canaliculi. This channel is bound by the tight junction. Here the presence of the tight junction. And the lateral surface also contain another junctional complex. For example, this is the desmosome and also the gap junction. The lysosomes are present, more lysosomes are present near the bile canaliculi, which contain bile component and secrete within the bile canaliculi, and this is the exocrine function of the hepatocyte. The hepatocyte lysosomes are so heterogeneous, so they are very difficult to identify in transmission electron microscopy. They contain normal lysosomal enzyme, pigment granules, partially digested cytoplasmic organelles, myelin figure. They also store iron. It is the site of iron accumulations in the certain storage disease. The number of ribosomes increase in variety of pathological condition, bile stasis, viral hepatitis, anemia. The tight junctions is present near the bile canaliculi. Bile canaliculi sealed by the tight junction and prevent the bile leakage in the interstitial space and also to the blast plasma, and this barrier is known as the blood bile barrier. The Golgi body are present near the sinusoid and they contain VLDL and lipoprotein. This substance leads in the circulation indicates the function of the endocrine function of the liver. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is the prominent organelle which is responsible for the process of oxidation, methylation, conjugations, required for the inactivations or detoxification of various substances before they excreted from the body. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is varies as per metabolic demand of the body. This is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is rough due to the presence of the dense ribosome. This is the paroxysome. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum undergo hypertrophy after administrations of the alcohol drug, for example, phenobarbital, anabolic steroid, and progesterone, and some chemotherapy drugs. The carbohydrate is stored as glycogen, usually associated with the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. When glucose is needed, the glycogen is degraded. In several diseases, glycogen degradation is repressed, resulting in abnormal intracellular accumulation of the glycogen. About 10% of the bile acid are synthesized in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum of hepatocyte by the conjugations of the choric acid. About 90% of the bile acid are derived by the absorption from the distal intestinal epithelium and are transported by the hepatocyte from the blood to the bile canaliculi. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum convert unconjugated bilirubin into the conjugated bilirubin glucuronide. This conjugation is excreted by the hepatocyte into the bile. When bilirubin or bilirubin glucuronide is not excreted, the various disease can result. In newborn, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is underdeveloped, which is responsible for the frequent cause of the jaundice in newborn, known as the neonatal hypobilirubinemia. Exposure to the blue light from the ordinary fluorescence tube transport unconjugated bilirubin into the water-soluble photoisomer that can be excreted by the kidneys. The protein produced by the hepatocyte are synthesized in the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which explain why hepatocyte lesions or starvations lead to decrease in amount of albumin, fibrinogen, prothrombin in patient blood. The impairment of the protein synthesis led to several complications, since the most of these proteins are carrier and important for the blood osmotic pressure and for coagulations. The paroxysms are numerous in the hepatocyte and its diameter is 0.2 to 1 micrometer. So this is the paroxysm. Paroxysms are a major site of oxygen use. In this way, perform a function similar to that of the mitochondria. They contain a large amount of oxidase that generate toxic hydrogen peroxide. This enzyme catalase, also residing within the paroxysm, degrades hydrogen peroxide to oxygen and water. This type of reaction are involved in many detoxification processes occurring in the liver. For example, detoxification of the alcohol. In fact, about one half of the ethanol that is ingested is converted in acetaldehyde by enzyme contained in the liver paroxysm. In human, catalase and D-amino acid oxidase as well as alcohol dehydrogenase are found in paroxysm. In addition, paroxysm are also involved in breakdown of fatty acids, as well as gluconeogenesis and metabolism of purine. This is the diagrammatic picture of the hepatocyte showing the large nucleus with prominent nucleoli, the large amount of euchromatin, small amount of heterochromatin, mitochondria, large amount of rough endoplasmic reticulum, well developed smooth endoplasmic reticulum, glycogen, paroxysm or lysosome, Golgi complex, and this is the bile canaliculi, and it is sealed by the tight junction. These are the gap junction. This is a single hepatocyte contain two nuclei, prominent nucleolus, heterochromatin, euchromatin, glycogen stores. This is the bile canaliculi. This is a sinusoid simple squamous epithelium. This is a hepatocyte, another hepatocyte formed hepatic lamellae, and which is separated by the hepatic sinusoid, which is formed by the endothelium. This is hepatic sinusoid, hepatic lamellae, hepatic sinusoids. This is the structure of the liver. This is the electron microscopic picture showing the mitochondria. This is the outer cell membrane. This is inner cell membrane of mitochondria. These are the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is denser in structure, glycogen. This is paroxysm. It contains denser particles within the vesicle. This is the mitochondria, the outer cell membrane, and this is the inner cell membrane. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, rough endoplasmic reticulum. This is the nucleus of the hepatocyte. This is the heterochromatin, whitish euchromatin, prominent nucleolus, and this is bile canaliculi. This is the enlarged view of the bile canaliculi, and this is the microvilli present within the bile canaliculi. This is the tight junction. This is desmosome. Enlarged view of the tight junctions. Space of DC. This is the microvilli of the hepatocytes. Paroxysm. There is a denser particle present within the paroxysm. And this is the glycogen granules. This is the enlarged view of the bile canaliculi, and within the canaliculi this is the microvilli of the hepatocytes. This is the tight junctions. This is desmosome. This is another bile canaliculi, contain microvilli of the hepatocytes. Now the recent update and interesting fact about hepatocyte. Hepatocyte and insulin. 50 to 80% of blood insulin is contract with hepatocyte before it access to peripheral tissue. Hepatocyte and lipid droplet. The liver is a critical depot for lipid uptake, storage, breakdown, and release. The hepatocyte take up dietary lipids in the form of the chylomicron remnant and releases a substantial amount of lipid back into the circulation as very low density lipoprotein particles. These 30 to 80 nanometer structure are repositories of the neutral lipid. Hepatocyte and fatty liver. At the beginning, the hepatocyte presents small fat vesicle around the nucleus. So this is the hepatocyte and this is the nucleus, and these are the fat droplets. You see, this is the fat droplets around the nucleus. When the amount of the fat droplet is increased, it push the nucleus periphery and form a signet ring appearance. So these are the pathological change of the hepatocyte. The use of the thyroid hormones to boost the hepatic proliferation enhances the efficiency of the CRISPR Cas90 mediated gene corrections in the mouse liver. These dietary inductions of the hepatocyte regenerations may be a viable clinical strategy to enhance genes repair in the liver, according to the peer-reviewed journal Human Gene Therapy. Use of the thyroid hormone T3 to the temporarily induce hepatocyte division in the adult mice led to a significant increase in the gene correction efficacy to 3.5%. If gene editing became efficient enough to correct genetic defects in vivo in the liver, it could then be used to treat a much wider variety of disorders. Malaria, one of the most prevalent infectious disease, infecting over 200 million people worldwide annually. After being transmitted, Plasmodium parasite travels to the liver, where they infect its cells called hepatocytes. It's still largely unknown how parasites invade hepatocyte. Now, a research team led by the Maria Manuel Mota at IMM has discovered that this parasite secretes a protein named EXP2 before invading the hepatocyte, creating pore in the host cell membrane. Like breaking the window of a house. The hepatocyte may be involved the ability to absorb and silence a variety of various viruses to slow their spread in the body and reduce infection-related illness, say Taisi Kimura, PhD postdoctoral research associate at Scripps Research and first author of the study. When they are able to infected by the CVV3, help protect the rest of the body from the virus. Although the infected hepatocytes are damaged by the taking up the virus, the liver itself does not show the strong inflammation that is seen in the other virus-infected organs such as the heart and pancreas. The hepatic growth factors, previously known as the scatter factor, is a multifunctional cytokine that is secreted by the mesenchymal cell such as fibroblast, has effects on the epithelial cell growth, morphogenesis, motility, survival that are mediated by the proto-oncogenic receptor c-MET. It has been shown to have a major role in embryonic organ development, specifically in myogenesis, in adult organ regenerations, and in wound healing. It plays a key role in the development of organs such as the lung, where it promotes the branching of the airway and alveolar formation and has been implicated in lung repair. So this is all about hepatocyte. In this video I tried to summarize the essential information about hepatocyte, and I also give some interesting fact about hepatocyte, and also try to explain some recent update regarding hepatocyte. So it is an emerging cell, hepatocyte. So this is all about this video. If you like this video, please press the like button and please subscribe my channel.